Portraits of Our Families, a benefit for family connections. I'm Ted Lempert, president of Children Now, and it's so great to be here with all of you this evening. I'm particularly thrilled to be here celebrating Family Connections, which is truly one of the great treasures of San Mateo County. The needs that Family Connections is serving, they're so great, ensuring access to preschool and family supports for success in later life. And really supporting family engagement. In our recently released scorecard that Children Now puts out, 42% of our 3 and 4-year-olds are not enrolled in any preschool program. And we actually rank a little worse when it comes to access to childcare. We rank only 25th out of California's 58 counties. 75% of kids in working families, there's not a licensed childcare space available. So we have a lot of work to do, but Family Connections is there to move us forward, not just to make sure all kids are served in this county, but to really be a model for the rest of the state and country. Now, we all know with the pandemic, kids and families have really faced severe burdens, but I'm confident that working together and with the incredible work of Family Connections, that we're going to be able to turn some of those stats and others I mentioned around and really ensure that every single one of our kids is getting the support they need to reach their full potential. And to make sure we do that, I hope you can be generous with your time and dollars in supporting Family Connections. So glad you're joining us tonight and so appreciate your support for this incredible work. Thank you.
Good evening, honored guests. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Portraits of Our Families, a benefit for Family Connections. My name is Josh Sello, and I have the honor of being your host for tonight's special event. And I'm with you live from one of our centers in Redwood City. On behalf of our clients, our team, and our community, I want to thank you for joining us this evening. Though we can't be together in person, it is such a delight to be joined virtually by friends, new and old, in support of the incredible work Family Connections is doing to help underserved families in this community. Whether you're just getting to know Family Connections or are a longtime advocate and supporter, I hope you'll walk away from tonight inspired by this special organization. For more than 27 years, Family Connections has been creating the highest quality family learning community, so underserved children and parents together become the drivers of their own success. And Family Connections has a long and strong track record, stories that will be shared by some of this evening's speakers. But this year, as we all know, was a very different year, a difficult year. And Family Connections faced new and unprecedented challenges, as did our entire community. Over the course of the past 12 months, we've heard and seen heartbreaking stories of food insecurity, job loss, threats of eviction and homelessness due to the increasing cost of housing, and then the pandemic, which disproportionately impacted the families in our programs. But through it all, Family Connections was there, offering new services and support to ensure our children and their parents could survive and thrive throughout the pandemic. And support from people like you is what makes all of this possible. Over the next hour, you'll hear about the programs and services that Family Connections provides, including Thriving Kids, Young Scholars, Father Engagement, and our incredible mental health support services. And you'll hear them from the people who use them and are impacted by them the most. We'll also tell you more about how Family Connections pivoted to address the evolving needs of our families and this community in the wake of COVID-19. Best of all, you'll hear uplifting and inspiring stories from folks in this community, the Family Connections community, folks that have benefited from our programs. And it is my hope that you will be inspired to stand in solidarity with our families and make a donation in support of our programs. These programs don't happen. They cannot happen without your support. Your donation will help us transition back to in-person programming and continue to provide all the services our community depends on. To do that, we have a very exciting auction and a fund in need. And with your help, we can reach our goal of raising $100,000 tonight. So we're turning to you, our caring community, to join together with us to support us and help us meet this goal. You will make it possible to support the success of all the folks that depend on family connections in this community. But okay, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. In a moment, we'll meet some of our families and hear their incredible stories and the impact that Family Connections has had for them. But first, I want to make sure you're able to hear and see us well. I'm surrounded by tech people you can't see, but they're here supporting tonight's program. If you're experiencing any technology challenges, please send a message in the chat to tech support or text or call 919-200-1410, and a member of our support team will help you. That number again is 919-200-1410. Now, that's not the only thing the chat is for. We want you to use the chat. We want to hear from you. Even if we can't be together in person, we can connect using the chat on whatever screen or device you're on. Our team will be monitoring it throughout the program, and we'll also share important information with you there. But please keep your microphone muted to make sure you have the best experience tonight. Now, I did promise you some inspiring speakers, so we're going to turn to our first special guest of the evening. I'm very excited to introduce you to Yukari Schneider, who has personally witnessed the impact of our programs as both a participant and as a member of our board. Take it away, Yukari.
Hello, I'm Yukari, and I'm the mother of 2 young sons. I'm also the president-elect for the board, and most importantly, a proud and grateful graduate of Family Connections. Like so many families that take the first step with Family Connections, my early experience as a new mother was lonely. I moved to the Bay Area with a month-old infant with no family or friends in the area. By sheer force of luck, my first friends were involved with Family Connections, and I enviously listened to stories about something amazing they had learned in the classroom or the connections they had made with others in their community. When my second son arrived, I decided I was going to beg Family Connections to take me. Fortunately for me, and true to Family Connections style, they welcomed me with open arms. What I love about Family Connections is that it builds on a simple yet immensely powerful principle, that children will thrive when families thrive. I built so many friendships with other parents in the program because we've spent time together, regularly each week, for months on end, sympathizing, laughing, and helping each other work through the challenge of raising new humans that don't know how to navigate this new world and their big emotions. Family Connections continuously proved to be a tonic to toxic loneliness and isolation, and a safe and nurturing place for my boys to blossom into real little people. We all know how important it is for kids to be academically, socially, and emotionally ready for success. Family Connections gets this. We provide high-quality parent participation preschool starting at birth and continued mentoring and support services through elementary school. But where Family Connections differs from so many programs is their intense dedication to making sure the entire family is set up for success too. The wraparound services is so critical, including parental education, father engagement, emotional and mental health support, and access to other support services in the community, in both good times and especially in challenging times like these. I'm a quantitative person and a researcher by training, so I can tell you all sorts of facts. 100% of the Family Connections preschoolers are ready for kindergarten, compared to 38% of their low-income peers. Or by 3rd grade, 96% of Family Connection students are at or above grade level in English language arts, versus 19% of their Latinx peers. But honestly, what gets me really excited about Family Connections, not only as a board member, but as a mom and a member of this community, is the impact beyond numbers. It's the fact that parents are better role models. They're PTA leaders in their school. They're comfortable advocating for their child at parent-teacher conferences. They have a strong relationship with their child. And importantly, 100% of our families report that they know how to find help in their communities when they need it.
It's incredible to see the beautiful messages of love and support for Yukari and Family Connections in the chat. Keep them coming. You know, it's hard to be a parent. That's an understatement, especially in the last 12 months. I am sure, though I can't see you, some of you are nodding your heads along with me. So when Yukari talks about feelings of isolation, that gets right to my heart, and it speaks to a lot of us. But Family Connections was there for Yukari, a community of friends providing support for her whole family. It's just one of the many ways Family Connections creates a foundation for long-term family success. In fact, we see the long-term impacts Family Connections has in the story our next guest will share. You see, Martha Avila Zavala and her two siblings went through our Thriving Kids and Thriving Families programs. And, well, I think you'll be really inspired by the life-changing impact Family Connections has had on her family. Welcome, Martha.
Hi, my name is Martha Avila Zavala. I graduated from college debt-free back in May of 2020. I am on the pre-med path, studying for my MCAT and applying to medical school in early June. Before all of that, I was a Family Connections participant student 20-something years ago. My parents were recent immigrants when they barely had me. Some of the struggles I faced were not only like the language barrier and the cultural barrier. So I can say with confidence that Family Connections has really impacted and been part of me and my family's life for many years now. I feel like Family Connections not only taught my family about like the American school system and really prepared us. I feel like if it wasn't for them, my family wouldn't have found a community and have learned so much. My parents learned not only how to navigate like the school system, navigate living in the US, navigate being like a new parent. Family Connections really helped them through that process and then helped me be more social, like develop fully. I still know people who I went to Family Connections with. Our teacher, Angela, we're still really close. We go over to dinners. They come over for dinners. My sister and I are only 3 years apart, but with my brother, we are like 12 years apart. I think Family Connections really helped him interact with kids who are his own age and really learn from them stuff that maybe my sister and I can't really teach him just because like we're at different stages in our life at this point. I think they really socialized him. They really taught him how to like share and interact with kids. One thing that we still carry to this day that we learned from Family Connections was to really appreciate our bilingualness. There was a song, right, that we would sing with like teacher Angela and Ruth, where it was like, it would say a word in English and then would repeat it in Spanish or vice versa. And it was just a song, right? So that way we learned the English and the Spanish and were able to combine them. But not only that, I feel like it was deeper than that because it really taught us to appreciate both of our cultures and be able to live and merge both of them at the same time. Speaking about Family Connections matters to me because it has had a huge impact on my family and still does to this day. They have been great supporters. They've been part of our constant community who has been there for us through some tough times, really helping us navigate what it is being Latino, Latina in the United States. I do think that I would be in a different place without Family Connections, just because as a first generation student and with my parents, when they came here, they like, this is a whole new system, a whole new country. Family Connections set up that community for them here and really helped them figure out what it is to raise a child here. I think without family connections and the support, I don't think I would have gotten to where I am today, because they really helped my parents and then helped me. And now we're figuring out higher education together. I remember like painting and family connections. And now as a pre-med, I draw like pathways and reactions related to all sorts of biology, chemistry. It really started with family connections.
I want to lift up one of the comments in the chat. Renee remarked about this amazing journey and the beautiful family that Martha shared in her story. Yes, an inspiration indeed. This is what happens when the community comes together to take care of each other. And in this story, you can see the difference Family Connections has for the long term on our kids, their parents, and this community. Now, I have some special information if you don't know already. Martha is here with us tonight, so drop some love in the chat for her and her family. She's actually taking a break from studying for the MCAT. Thank you, Martha. Good luck, Martha. So we're so happy to have her here today and to share this incredible journey that her and her family were on. You know, the type of support that we provide to the community has been especially important this last year, as COVID-19 has placed incredible pressure on family life. I myself am the father of 2 young kids, and I was challenged in ways I had not expected. My own mental health, my children's mental health, their physical health, and for all of us, the very real threat of devastating illness. But through it all, the Family Connections team was on the scene, ready to face the pandemic head on. While COVID-19 was raging, Family Connections continued to meet with children and parents online and over the phone. They distributed laptops and internet hotspots, school supplies, learning kits, and craft resources, showing up with their child and parent-centered approach when the community needed them the most. Family Connections also nurtured new partnerships to provide families with access to food, rent, and utility assistance, responding to our families' very real basic survival needs. The result? Well, impressive. 100% of families continued to participate in Family Connections programs over the last year. Those are incredible results made possible by supporters like you. You know, one of the things that stands out to me most about Family Connections is its whole family approach. As a dad, I often feel left out of the parenting conversation, but that wasn't Luis's experience at Family Connections, and he can tell you firsthand about how the Thriving Kids, Young Scholars, and Father Engagement programs have helped him be a better dad and helped his children dream big.
We came in contact with Family Connection. At the beginning, it was basically just to get our son familiar with learning books and, you know, crayons, pencils, and all that. But then after that, you realize that there's a lot more to learn and actually make us better parents. I believe I have learned from Family Connection that you gotta be patient, you know, you gotta be loving and understanding with your kids, and just support them. Whatever their dreams are, you gotta support them and just let them know that it's okay to make mistakes. And no matter what, you always tell your kids how smart they are. You always tell them they're smart, and they're gonna believe it that they are, and they're gonna continue to do so, you know. So that's what we do with our kids. Family Connection had a big impact in my kids' future. My kids have learned that school is very important. Their goal is to get a profession, get a career, and become someone who can actually have the tools to help other people. If we didn't know about Family Connection, we would have never thought about learning such a young age is super important, and it is. And so now I think their foundation started right there, and now, you know, they already have in their brain, you know, university and what they want to be. Having the support of Family Connection is great, because you know, if you get it, for some reason you get into a bad situation in life, you know, you can always turn around and have somebody to give you a hand, whether it's, you know, if you need food, books, tutors, anything, pretty much whatever you need, you tell them and they will find a way to connect you to the right spot. And so that is super important, and life-changing. My kids are doing tutoring right now, and that helps a lot. It keeps them motivated. So my son is already thinking next year he's going to become a tutor, for little ones. And he's already thinking, hey, I can help too. Somebody help me, I can help now. I am so super thankful with Family Connection. Because of them, my family's in a very good spot right now. My kids with their learning, and my wife and I know how to take care of our kids because of what we have learned. It has helped us a lot, and I think we are a great family right now because of that. I am so proud of my kids, and I let them know every single day. There's a lot of love and a lot of understanding in our family, and I think everything started when we became part of Family Connection.
As Susie and Amy point out in the chat, Family Connections has one of the only programs targeted directly to bring fathers and male caregivers in. It's one of the things that makes Family Connections one of the many things that makes this program so special. This story, though, what energizes me most about this story is to listen to Luis's son plan his educational journey. And I love his son's desire to pass it on, sharing the confidence he's gained and his excitement with other kids in the Family Connections community. It's a powerful example of how when parents like Luis are engaged and equipped, the whole family benefits. And you can see this in the impact Family Connections has on our community. Now, if you like data, I have some survey results for you. So think about this. 100% of families with children over 3 indicated their child was better prepared for kindergarten. 90%, 97%, even better, of moms and dads felt their relationship with their child was strengthened. And 100% of families reported that father figures had increased quality time and engagement with their children. All of this as the result of being part of Family Connections. But I think it's not just about data. It's personal. And for that, I want to introduce you to Monica, who turned to Family Connections for the mental health support her family so desperately needed.
I grew up as an only child, and I saw my parents as hardworking full-time. I didn't spend much time with them. They had a very messy divorce, which led me to my first experience with a therapist in high school. The experience was shocking. I was struggling with anxiety and depression that I didn't know back then. Years later, I then had my son, and I was still struggling with the same problem. My grandmother had anxiety, my mother had anxiety, I had anxiety, and now I see my child struggling with himself. I connected with Family Connections through a social worker. Family Connections was able to provide on-site mental health services. My son was attending classes with me, so he had someone to develop the trust with, and I didn't have to worry about him being anxious. And so childcare on site and services on site eliminates the anxieties of getting to a place and eliminates stress. The biggest help that Family Connections has given us is the confidence and support in being a new parent. Just texting the director and saying, I'm running late, is it okay if we still come? And she would say, come as you are. And that acceptance from another human being is very impactful as a parent, to be able to go there with my child and do something for him, but at the same time nurture my parenting challenges that I was having at the same time. Through therapy that Family Connections has provided, we have been able to cherish the calmness and the lifted pressure of having things a certain way, and just being able to be in the now and connect with each other, which in result lets us do things that we like and love to do and enjoy more quality time. Hearing Matthias say, "I am happy," is just great. And I love his enthusiasm, and I'm so proud of myself for teaching him all that we have learned. I am grateful for Family Connections because they show you that people still care. And having someone that I could speak to weekly has incredibly benefited myself and my family.
Acceptance, compassion, support. We all need those things. And Family Connections meets folks where they are, providing a range of supportive services that chart a path to stability and to success. Here at Family Connections, we know that a positive family dynamic is key to a child's success in school and in life. That's why Family Connections is a family learning community focused on discovery and growth for underserved children and their parents or caregivers. Now, I'm sure you already know the important role early childhood education plays in a child's future, and that 99% of a child's physical brain development occurs by age 3. That's why the work Family Connections does is so important. It creates a learning community of engaged parents and caregivers from the beginning, and a support system that continues as they move through their educational journey. Now, I've shared the data. You've heard the incredible personal stories, Yukari, Martha, Luis, Monica, just a few of the thousands of folks that have been impacted by Family Connections programs and services. And we've shared all the ways Family Connections made it possible for our community to survive and thrive in the wake of COVID-19. Now, it's time for you to take action and make a donation in support of this work, in support of Family Connections. If you're moved by what you've seen tonight, I hope you'll join me by supporting the work of Family Connections, because really, none of this is possible without you. And while our goal tonight is $100,000, like I said at the beginning, the sky's the limit. The greater your generosity, the greater your impact. Now, there'll be 2 ways you can pitch in tonight. First, we have 3 very exciting auction items, including 2 fun trips that can help chase away the pandemic blues. So dust off that passport or renew it and get your rolling luggage ready. After that, you'll have an opportunity to make a donation to directly support our programs at various levels through a fund a need. Every dollar that you contribute tonight will have a life-changing impact on the Family Connections community. So I hope you're inspired to stand with us and support our families. One way to do that, the first way, is to bid on one of our fabulous auction items. So let me go through some of the details of how this is going to work. To participate in tonight's bidding, just pull up the email you received earlier today. Your unique bidding link is in that email. We're using an auction tool called Octria, and it works from your phone or computer browser. And if you didn't receive an email or don't have it handy, no problem. Just text the word START to 1-669-232-8323 to get started. Again, that's 1-669-232-8323. You'll receive a link in your text message. Once you click on that, you'll be able to get started bidding. If you need help with Octria at any point, you can message them in the chat. They're listed as Octria support. You can go ahead. I'll wait here while you do all that. I gave you a lot of instructions. Maybe I'll sing a medley of show tunes, or I don't know, the complete discography of ABBA. No? Okay, I guess we'll keep going. While you do grab that email, remember that tonight's winning bids will directly support the work of Family Connections. And as I said, it's just one of the ways you can support the Family Connections community. So if you don't win, and I hope you do, but if you don't, we'll tell you more about how you can support our work after the auction. Now, make sure you have your technology at hand and your bidding fingers ready, because you are not going to want to miss out on these auction items. So for the first one, like many of you, I haven't traveled more than 5 miles from my house in more than a year. it actually feels weird to even be wearing pants right now. So tonight's first auction item is particularly exciting. What would you say about a 1-week stay for 2 at Rancho La Puerta Fitness Resort and Spa? I'd say, yes, please, thank you very much. So why don't you go ahead and grab your sunglasses and your yoga mat and get ready to visit this beautiful ranch nestled in the Mount Kuchuma foothills. Ooh, that sounds cozy. Hiking, Tai Chi, Pilates, birding, a culinary wonderland. All can be yours if you are the lucky winning bidder. Now, it looks like we have some bids coming in already. We started the bidding at 5,000 and we're increasing the bids at an increment of 500. This lovely vacation package for 2 is valued at $9,400. So don't be shy. Let's keep the bidding going. Now, I did read the brochure. So did I mention there was a spa? I don't think I did. So you can get facials, massage, body treatments, herbal wraps, waxing. Oh gosh, no, not waxing. Plenty of options for the spa connoisseur. So it looks like we're at 7,500 right now. Kelly, thank you so much. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this one to pique your interest. According to Sue and Gabby from Florida, they love it so much they've been back 20 or 30 times. Now, I don't know who Sue and Gabby are. I just saw their review online, but their review has convinced me, and I hope it's convinced you to keep the bidding going. Now, don't miss this item before it's gone. We're currently at $7,500. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm not vaccinated. I'm not ready to travel. And to that, I say, no problem. You shouldn't let that get in your way. You have until December 22nd, 2023 to get your vacation on. So don't let that arm jab stand in your way. Okay, we're still at $7,500. We're probably gonna close shortly. Remember, this package includes accommodations for 2, meals, snacks, use of all facilities, and scheduled transportation from San Diego Airport. And it can be yours if you are the highest bidder. We're going once, we're going twice, and we are closed. To our highest bidder, thank you so much. It looks like it's Kelly Bates. Thank you so much, Kelly. Now, we are not quite done yet. And if that first item sparked your wanderlust, well, sit down and get ready for item number 2. Say ooh la la and vive la France to a 1-week stay in a Paris apartment. And I am all ready for this trip. See, très fashionable. No, I didn't read the cue cards wrong. An actual Paris apartment. You can pack your beret, your baguette, and your bonhomie and get ready for a 1-week stay in a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath apartment located between the Seine and the Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées. I'm so excited that I'm even going to break out my jaunty mustache. So we have started the bidding already. We are up to $2,000, and you can increase your bid in increments of $250. I love Paris. Museums, food, shopping, food, sightseeing, food, culture, food. Did I mention food? Oh, I am very excited about this. I will even throw in the beret if you want. Your Paris pied-à-terre was recently renovated, has elevator access, central AC and heat, and even a washer and dryer. We're up to 3,000 right now, so keep that bidding going. Now, speaking of food, croissant, macaron, madeleine, financier, crème brûlée, yes, those are all real foods. And it's just the start of it, just your dessert course. You can have your fill from any patisserie in Paris if you are the winning bidder. And we are up to $3,250. Let's keep that bidding going. Now, if you've never been to Paris before, it is the perfect time. You'll have plenty of time to coordinate your visit after the pandemic is over to enjoy this beautiful city. And I cannot even begin to tell you how much I love visiting Paris. Oh, we're up to $3,500. Thank you so much, Yuji Takada. Keep those bids coming in. I could even throw in some baguette if that sweetens the deal. No? Okay. The mustache, maybe? Let's keep those bids. We're up to $3,500. Going once at $3,500. Going twice at $3,500. Oh, 37.50. Ooh, Rosemary, very close. Okay, let's try this one. Going once at 37.50, twice at 37.50. Sold. Congratulations. Bon voyage, Rosemary. Enjoy your time in the City of Lights. Our third and final item is a very special family portrait package valued at $2,500. This one's a little bit different because it's a buy it now option. And the package includes a 1-hour portrait session with one change of outfit, full digital files of 40 to 50 unique images, and one 16 by 24 inch metal print or frame canvas. Now, you might be saying, a family portrait, why would I want that? I've seen way too much of these people over the last 12 months as it is. That's been my state of mind since, well, at least May 2020. But a family portrait can capture a special moment in time for you and your loved ones. They won't be little forever, and really you want to remember how they were at this age. These packages are extra special though, because for each family package portrait purchased tonight, the photographer will donate one to a Family Connections family. We have a few available on Buy It Now, so please don't wait. Keep in mind, you have until March 24th, 2022 to redeem this item, which is plenty of time for your interest in family quality time to return. Oh, looks like we just sold our first package. Wonderful. Remember, every package we sell means another one of our families will have an opportunity to take pictures with their family. It's a special double gift that this item makes possible. We have a few more of these available, so please keep going. And I will also tell you that if you are the next person to purchase the photography package, you'll also win a bottle of Cuvée Bordeaux style wine. I thought this was mine. No, I don't get, oh, okay. Well, it could be yours. Any other items sold, please, you could be the winner of a package and a bottle of wine. Wonderful. Taffany Lux, you just won yourself a portrait package and a bottle of wine. We have a few more of those packages available. Again, each one that we sell means that a family in our community will also have an opportunity to take photos with their family. I think that auction will remain live, so feel free to keep going in and buying it now. And I want to thank everyone who bid and had fun. Your support makes it possible for us to offer all these programs and certainly gets us closer to the goal. Now, I did say you'd have more than one way to support the work, and we're going to pivot in a minute to our Fund a Need, but I want to thank Yuji Takada for buying another portrait package. Thank you so much. So we're going to start the Fund a Need, where you'll have the opportunity to directly support the programs and services you heard about tonight. Now think back about the stories we heard from this evening. I hope the portraits shared by Yukari, Martha, Luis, and Monica have inspired you to take even more action and demonstrated all the ways Family Connections creates a supportive and engaging learning community for underserved children and families that sets the stage for long-term success. By making a meaningful contribution tonight, you're investing in our children's and our families' future. A future that you can make bright by supporting Family Connections. Here's how the Fund a Need works. I'll mention a series of giving levels with examples of what your support can make possible. When you're inspired to jump in with a donation, simply go back to your email with the Octree link and donate online. We also have some fun sprinkled in as well, so don't go anywhere. Keep an eye out. There might be another way to win or two throughout the Fund a Need while you support an organization that you care about. Now, I'm excited because this next part, I get to be joined by the spectacular Sarah Poulain, Family Connections Executive Director, as we get the Fund a Need started. Welcome, Sarah.
Hey, Josh, it's so good to see you. Hi, everybody. Wow, what a night so far. Listen, I just wanted to take a moment to thank everybody for being here tonight to support our amazing community, our families, our teachers, our whole team. It means so much to us, especially during this time. How incredible, like I've got lights and cameras. It's kind of crazy. We've got teleprompters and all the things, and we are having so much fun.
Yes, indeed.
I also wanted to just take a minute to acknowledge our board chair, Susan Lovell. She has been the person who has really helped me and supported and guided me and this organization through this incredibly interesting, I'll go with that.
Okay.
Year. Susan, we love you. We appreciate you so much. And just thank you for everything. Also a huge shout out to all of our supporters. We have folks who have supported us for more than 20 years here in the audience tonight. Our teachers, our whole team. We couldn't do this without you. And more than anything, I want to thank our families for sticking with us through these really, really challenging times, but showing up, participating and staying engaged in our community. Thank you.
That's
Let's get
lovely.
going.
Yes. So we should talk about how we're gonna get to our $100,000 goal, right?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Well, first, I want to thank Rebecca for purchasing a portrait package. There might even be one more, so you can still get a photo with your family and make a package possible for one of our families as well. So please feel free to go in and do that. Okay, so we're going to get started at the $7,500 level of support. So let's start with what's on everyone's mind. I know it's on mine. Going back to in-person programming safely. We need to reshape our environments and return to our new normal. So your support at the $7,500 level will help us get back to the classroom. You know, our children, yeah.
I just have to interrupt.
Yeah, please.
Because our donors are amazing.
Oh.
I've already had 2 people pledge at $7,500 levels. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Sebastian and Crescent Park. We are so grateful.
That's wonderful. That's amazing. You know, our children have endured so much over the last year, as you know, and much of their development depends on their ability to connect with their peers in person. So your gift of $7,500 would help us reconnect in person safely. I think we have a few more coming in.
We do. Ash Samani, thank you so much. Amy and Eric Son, thank you. Thank you. This is incredible, everybody.
Now, if you're wondering how to jump in and support, remember, you're going to want to use your Octria account. So check your email to find your link to the Fund and Need donation. And if it's easier for you, you can also pledge your Fund and Need gift to our team in the chat. Just look up Family Connections and send them a message with your donation amount, and we'll follow up afterwards. I think maybe a few more. Oh, no, we're still getting more messages.
Great.
You know, it's been a long year for our parents, and they also need time to reconnect in a safe and supportive environment where they can deepen their resilience through shared experiences with their peers. So your support at this level means that our parents can come back as well to sites that have been prepared to operate with COVID-19 precautions in place. We'll also be able to equip our outdoor spaces as classrooms, which with the beautiful weather we have here is one of the safest places to bring people together.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Well, thank you so much to everyone who's jumped in at the $7,500 level. Please keep those donations coming. We're going to go to the $5,000 level now and tell you what your support at this level will make possible. You can help facilitate our family support groups, creating opportunities for parent support, learning, and community building, while reducing those feelings of isolation we've had over the past year, which I think a lot of us can appreciate during these difficult times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we've got a few more donations coming.
Wow, look at this. We've got Katie Story at 5,000. Zara and Lonnie Fritz, amazing. Thank you so much.
You know, we've been talking about how a gift at this level can help support our families' focused home visits, which provides specialized family support services and emphasize parent education and supporting positive parent-child relationships while creating that bridge for families to connect to and access community resources.
Phenomenal. I want to thank Anita Capadilla, Melinda Osterloh. Wow, you guys are so generous.
Your support will help us fulfill our vision of thriving kids through thriving families. Thank you so much for your support. At the $2,500 level, you can support our teachers, the unsung heroes of this pandemic. Your donation can help equip our teachers to support our children and families in growing and thriving together. Tell me about those teachers. They're amazing, right?
I can't. I mean, they've really leaned in this year. They've adapted and adjusted in ways that are incredible to ensure that they are there for our families. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
I mean, that's the key. We can't do it without our teachers, and we need to provide them the support to be successful in their roles. And it looks like it's resonating with some of you right now because I see donations coming in.
Jean Young at $2,500, Hami and Shireen Kapadia, Joyce Chung, Patty Macy, amazing. Thank you all so much.
You know, back when the pandemic hit, our incredible teachers had to completely reconfigure how they delivered service in order to be there when our families needed them. This was an incredibly scary and stressful time. They also helped provide food, diapers, and PPE to our families and ensured that our community stayed connected.
Josh, we also just got another $5,000 donation from Angela Miguel Espinosa.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Angela Miguel. We see $2,500 from Bonnie Matlock, Joyce Irby. Thank you both so much. This is amazing.
Your support means a lot to us and also to our teachers because it shows that you are committed to the work they're doing. They come here day in and day out and enrich the lives of our students through love and passion and commitment. And this support also makes it possible for them to get more training so they can continue to grow as professionals and teachers and continue to plus themselves and improve the quality of what they're providing to our families.
Exactly. It's huge.
Our curriculum, our innovative curriculum is made possible by our incredible teachers. So the more access they have to learning and growing, the more they can develop new ways to connect with our families and our children.
And we have another donation, just Anne Hyunju and Kevin Laws. Thank you for supporting our teachers and supporting our organization. Thank you so much.
So this is a special level because it's the teachers. So
is.
we want to do maybe something a little special, right?
Let's do something special.
Okay. So if you're pledging at the $2,500 level, you will be entered into a drawing to win a basket of homemade cookies made by Family Connections Board Chair Susan Lovell. Now, what can you tell me about these cookies?
These are very prized items. Okay. We recently had like a bit of a contest at one of our board meetings.
Okay.
Susan offered up those cookies. Let's say the competition was fierce.
Oh, okay.
So this is a treat.
So you do not want to miss out on Susan's cookies, and that is not a euphemism. Please, please consider support at this level. Not only will you support our teachers, but you might win some amazing cookies. I mean, word on the street is these are the bomb.com, these cookies. Oh, I think we have another donation that came in.
Wow, Monica and Bill Bottlinger, $2,500. Thank you so much.
So are we thinking like chocolate chip, lemon, lemon bar?
Your classic Nestle Toll House cookie.
Ooh, it's a classic for a reason, folks. It really is a classic for a reason. So don't miss out on this chance to support Family Connections, our teachers, and to tempt your sweet tooth.
Okay.
Yeah. So we move on to the $1,000 level. Okay, great. So if you were inspired by Monica's story and it really touched my heart, you may want to consider a gift at the $1,000 level, which can support crisis intervention and stabilization services through assessments and individualized case planning and ongoing regular therapy for parents, kids, and families provided by a member of our team, someone that our folks know and trust.
It's really incredible. We have been blessed in the past couple of years. We have our own mental health clinician, Stephanie. She's phenomenal. We partner with Palo Alto University for interns to make sure that our families get the care they need. And now more than ever, this has been a really stressful time. Toxic stress is rampant in all families and in particular in our communities. And we really want to make sure our families get that support.
And it's so important too, because there's a lack of multilingual mental health support, particularly for adults in our community, and private therapists. Ooh, that can cost you anywhere from $150 to $250 per session. Yeah. I think we see a bunch of donations that have come in.
Okay, I'm going to get as many of these in as I can. We've got Jackie Inglis, Ann Moses, Claudia Schweiker, Yukari Schneider, Jennifer Larson, Andrea Irvin, Navazin Subin. We've got Andrea Johnson. This is amazing.
You know, this is amazing because this is such a needed service. I mean, you heard Monica say this was a change maker for their family. Your support means that we can provide this service to our families at absolutely no cost to them. If you are an underserved family, you don't have the money to go get mental health support. And our families, like all families, need sometimes an extra hand, an extra arm, an extra shoulder. Your support is what's making that possible. And it helps our families build capacity so they can support their children and each other. Wonderful. Well, thank you all so much. You can still jump in at the $1,000 level if you're inspired to be here. Okay. So we did say we have to give more than one special thing.
Let's do that.
Because if you only do one, it's like, well, why did you offer it? So you will be entered, if you made a donation at the $1,000 level, you'll be entered into a drawing for a bottle of, sparkling wine.
Nice.
Oh, listen to this. A charming bouquet of with notes of oak, caramel, and calla lily. Delightful. Yeah. So you don't want to miss out on that. Please come on in, support us at the $1,000 level. That would be amazing. While you do that, I think we'll move on to the $500 level because there's so many other ways to support. Yeah.
Let's do that.
So a gift at the $500 level will help our kids stay healthy as they learn by providing individual sets of learning materials for each student to ensure engagement in activities with their peers without the worry of potentially passing germs through sharing items like crayons, markers, scissors. I mean, a year ago, we weren't even thinking about this. And imagine all the time our teachers would have to spend cleaning all these materials if we didn't have the ability to do individual sets. This has really resonated. Sarah,
Wow.
look at this, it's amazing.
Okay. This is my big test for the night.
Okay, go ahead, you can do it.
Try to get everybody on this list. Let's see if we can do it. My gosh, Zach's on. Wait, things are moving as I'm talking. We've got Zara Fritz, Denise Loffman, Sandy Moore, Kimberly Lynn, Missy Bechtel, Ida Gruber, Lisa Boom, Susie Guerra, Russian Barwani, Sandra Mercier, Legia Oswald. They're moving still. Gina Maya, Kim Bottoms, Nick Hiasu. This is incredible.
How about Felice? You didn't mention Felice.
Oh, I forgot Felice.
Thank you, Felice. Thank you, everyone. Billy and Nick and Carol. What an incredible show of support for our students, our kids. This is going to have a huge impact. And, we all are aware that right now supporting the health and safety in our classrooms is paramount, especially because of COVID-19. And your donation can help make that possible. Oh, I'm getting a message, like by carrier pigeon, I think. Oh, what is this? I think so. Thank you.
No,
oh my gosh, Sarah.
Okay, what?
An anonymous donor has pledged a $10,000 matching donation for the next $10,000 in donations that we receive tonight. This anonymous donor will match them 100%. So now is a great time to jump in if you haven't had an opportunity and help us meet this match. I mean,
Incredible.
Think about the impact an additional $10,000 will have and how you can double your impact by making a gift right now. So please consider helping us meet this really generous match. Oh, we had our first person respond. It's incredible.
Sebastian Hutchinson, thank you so much, Sebastian.
And I want to also thank
Elaine Cummings, Kim Bottoms. Incredible.
And I want to thank also everyone who's donating back their credit card fees also.
Yes.
That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so very much. Just as a reminder, support at this level can also make it possible for our families to enjoy the outdoor areas at our sites. I'm here right now. It is beautiful. I mean, you've done such a lovely job with your outdoor areas.
Thank you. They're amazing. We love being in them. They're stunning. The kids love them. The families love them. There's more happening over here though. We've got see, David Noel, Kimberly Lynn, Susie Guerra, Zara and Lonnie Fritz again. Yuji Takata, thank you so much. This is incredible.
I mean, you're clearly motivated by our outdoor spaces and supporting our kids as well. Our families love to garden and grow flowers and fresh fruits and vegetables. I can't wait to see them here again doing that.
Well, and we've really benefited from partnerships with other organizations, our volunteer organizations, to help us make our gardens incredible. So we just cannot wait to get our hands back in the dirt and start growing things again. And we've got Kate Phillips at $500. That's amazing.
That's wonderful. Your donations will help us purchase the gardening supplies, seeds, and a new storage shed we need to help our families enjoy the sunny days together. Thank you all so much. It has been amazing to see you all jump in. We are not quite done yet. We have one more level to share with you, and that's the $250 level, which can help our teachers continue to develop and provide learning kits to families while they're still distance learning. This helps the engagement continues for families even when we can't all be together in the same place. And it's critical, yes?
It's really important for our kids and our parents to be able to have activities that they can do at home that are similar to what they would be doing at school, right? So we're focusing on fine motor skills, on writing, on drawing. It's phenomenal. And it's really helpful helpful to everyone at home.
This is how we maintain that 100% engagement and those impact data that we shared earlier with you. It's because resources like the learning kits were available to our families. And again, I think we're seeing incredible response to this.
Already we've got Lisa Meltzer-Penn, we've got Jessica Lawson, Dan Dyer, John Giroux, Nancy Lamore. I'm trying to read them all. Everyone is so incredible. Lisa Baker, Tim Wright, Melissa Erickson. Thank you so much. Martha Simmons. Phenomenal.
These kits help us simulate in-person experience as much as you can and provide access to materials and activities that our kids can use at home. And these are things that they wouldn't have access to. Your support is what makes that possible. So thank you so much. Please keep that support coming in. I mean, this is amazing.
Elaine Pace, Chris and Todd Adair, thank you so much.
Wow, I am just blown away by the generosity in this community, Sarah. This is incredible. Now, while we've ended the formal levels, I want to say if you haven't had the chance to make a donation yet, it's not too late. It's actually never too late. Never. So you simply would go to the Octria page in your Gmail from this evening to make your gift online right now.
Wow, so our board chair, Susan Lovell, just donated another $500. Thank you, Susan. She's also a sponsor for this event. We appreciate you so much. I also see that we've got Sunita Saraji, Holly Materman, Danielle Leinbach, Cheryl Motor. Thank you all so much. Jessica Lawson, Alexander Field, fantastic. Andrea Ballard, Betsy Hannibal, I can't even stand it.
This is amazing. Your generosity, your compassion, and your care shows through in your support. And we're so grateful to all of you. Because of you, we'll be able to get our families back to in-person programming safely.
We will. I'm seeing the names of some colleagues out there. Kristen Anderson, thank you so much. We've got Sean and Carrie Folan, Paul Rogerville, what's it, Susan Shee at $250. And Nancy Brown at $200. Thank you, Lisa Staton. This is incredible.
Your gift at any amount will make a big difference. And I also would ask you to consider if you could have your employer match your donation tonight to further amplify the impact of your supports.
Bill and Gigi Simmons, $1,000 gift just now.
That's amazing. Thank you. I think we see a few more coming in too.
Debbie Denton, thank you. Amy Swanson, we got Jericho Ranji, thank you so much.
What I'm blown away by is the fact that you care so much, so deeply, and the stories, the portraits we shared with you tonight have real resonance and meaning. And you are the power behind this work. You make these programs possible. Your love makes these programs possible.
Okay, I've got to say, so the Michael and Sally Mayer Foundation just gave a gift of $5,000. Thank you so much.
It looks like we had another $5,000 donation coming.
Rosemary Hintz, phenomenal. Thank you. The generosity is stunning. Like we know, how blessed we are to have the supporters we have. We also have new friends tonight. And I can't say enough.
It's amazing. You never know with an online fundraiser what the likelihood of you being able to raise money is, but you came out for Family Connections tonight, and that is amazing.
Absolutely. The San Mateo County Health Foundation just gave a gift of $250. Thank you. This has been a phenomenal and exciting evening. I cannot wait to just share this news with our families, with our staff. I mean, many are online tonight, but it's going to be wonderful to just share the generosity of the evening with everyone.
I mean, talk about a portrait. It's a portrait of your compassion. When our families and our community hears how you've stepped forward to make these programs possible, it's the wind beneath our sails. It's what makes this program work. You are the engine of our success. And we're so grateful to you.
Yeah.
Now, we did start off tonight with the goal of raising $100,000. We have a few more donations coming in. We just got another one. It's like from Amy Swanson.
Wonderful. Yes. Amy Swanson, another $100. Karen Manship, $100. Thank you both so much.
So you should feel free to keep making donations of support, but I don't know about you. I like to report back on a goal, and we did set a goal for tonight. So before we conclude, should we see how close to our goal we came?
I would love to find out.
Okay, Sarah, will you do the honors, please?
I will.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
I feel kind of nervous, actually.
And Margaret Dillon just gave another $150. So we'll do this plus $150. Wait. We have today, $125,000. We had $50,000 in advance of the event. We have just raised for our families and children, for Family Connections, for our community, $175,000.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. $175,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope that wherever you are celebrating in front of your computer or your phone because you made this possible. It is incredible. And I'm just overjoyed by the generosity this community has shown.
I'm overjoyed and I'm overwhelmed. I'm a little teary-eyed right now. I don't have the words. I just thank you so much for all you do, for caring and supporting us, so that we can do this for another 27 years. And we thank you.
I think after a year like this one has been, tonight means even more. So thank you for bringing hope and opportunity to our families and setting a stage for our children's success now and into the future. We're at the end of the formal program. Sadly, we've really enjoyed our time with you tonight. If you're the guest of a virtual table, we'll be shortly transitioning you back to your breakout room to celebrate the impact of your collective support for Family Connections this evening. Sarah, do you have a last message you want to share?
I have a couple things. I have a couple of last amazing donations. So I want to thank Kathy Guglielmi, Bill Simmons, Nancy Brown, Angel Barrios. Thank you so much. And I think the last thing I just want to say tonight to everybody is thank you. We are so proud of the work that we do. We are so proud of connecting and engaging with our families. And it has been a year that has been hard, but filled with silver linings and new learnings, and really showing the strength of this learning community and everyone in it. We thank you.
With that, and on behalf of the whole Family Connections team, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you, everybody.
Starting now, we're breaking out, but I'm not leaving without you. This could be our one chance. We'll send a postcard when we're through.